Welcome to this quick start guide to Phoenix Touch. After installing and running the application, you'll notice in the Projects menu that we have a project called Touch Demo. Double-clicking will load the project, and you'll see a library with two thumbnails. One is the composition, currently untitled, and the second thumbnail is that of our media that is already on the timeline. Using my mouse and dragging the orange playhead, I can scrub over my clip in the timeline, and using the scroll wheel on the mouse or plus and minus keys, I can zoom in and out. I can also fit the clip or timeline to the viewer by using the F and the G keys. Now, to display the image, I click the Library button to reveal the viewer. You will notice that I have some markers on the timeline, and pressing the M key will reveal a list of available markers with notes that describe particular issues. Double-clicking a marker and a note will locate your playhead to the relevant frame. So clicking on the elbow marker and closing the dialog box will locate you to where there is a mark on the elbow. So the first thing we're going to do is to apply the dust and fix effect. Clicking on the tool immediately loads it into my input effects layer, and going to the Effects tab, you will see the settings that are available in the tool. I'm going to enable the dust tool, and the preset is set to medium. I can also choose light, heavy or extra heavy, but I'm going to leave it on medium. As soon as we turn on the tool, cleanup begins, so you'll see that at this point the cleanup has already been completed. Clicking on the compare mode icon will bring up a split screen, and what I can do is, by opening my monitoring menu, I can select the source for my comparison. In this case, the original source material. Dragging the comparison wipe, I can clearly see the comparison between the fixed material and the original source. The second part of the Dust and Fix tool is the Fix tool. This is a manual tool with clone as well as motion compensated repair modes. So using my left and right arrow keys, I'm going to scrub through the material to try and find the large stain at the top part of the frame. An easier way to find the frame is of course to use the M key to bring up the markers, and simply double click to locate the frame. You will notice the mark running along the entire width of the frame. I'm using the scroll wheel on the mouse to zoom in and out, and while holding Control and left clicking, I will drag the image in the viewer. So in my Dust and Fix tool, I'm going to select the Auto Fix mode, and using Control, I'm going to resize the brush and paint out the line. In AutoFix mode, we use motion compensation to predict which part of the previous or next frames are needed for the repair. In addition to this, there is also a clone mode. I can change the frame offset, and the offset will be rendered in real time on the brush stroke that I'd originally made using the AutoFix tool. This allows me to easily check the suitability of other frames to do the repair. Looking at the brush on the screen, you will see that I have an indication of the mode that I'm in, as well as the amount of frames that I've offset. And I have done this repair using a 2-frame offset so that we don't have any static grain on the image. Stepping through afterwards, we can go and do any repairs to any large particles that were left due to the settings on the dust tool. And part of the fix tool is also the ability to add grain or make color repairs, density repairs inside brush strokes, so that we can make repairs to the image as required. We also have a reveal mode, and using the reveal button we can always go back to the original untouched frame. I can even go back and reveal the original change that was made.